In Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And this evening, let us take a look on what is actually happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. There is anger across the political divide because of what is happening. The High Court has released cars for Wadyajena. They invited the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission to release cars which were impounded, which belong to Justice Mayor Wadyajena. This includes the consignment of trucks as well as cars, and they've been ordered to release them. Let us explore and let us take a look on what is really happening. And this is a very, very important development which we need to take a look upon. So, Justice Mayor Wadyajena's story is interesting, and we need to actually understand. So this has angered a lot of ZANU PF leaders who believe that Wadyajena was supposed to rot in jail. So, Justice Chiwenga ordered the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission to release 25 trucks that were impounded from former Gokweni legislator and businessman Justice Mayor Wadyajena after he was arrested in 2022. So since 2022, these trucks have been impounded, and I don't believe that they were operating. So we read the operative part of judgment yesterday and said that should release all the property confiscated from Wadyajena after saving with the order. So this property was confiscated after the allegations that he bought this property wealth. But the major controversial issue is that the court went on to remove Justice Mayor Wadyajena from remand for lack of evidence. And since then, this case has died a natural death. We've never heard about the continuation of this case because there was lack of evidence, which means it died a natural death. So there is also an issue that he was also arrested together with Max Munjanji, and they were also released by the court. So the major issue is these people were facing fraud and money laundering charges, which involved around 5 million. And that case also has died a natural death. So through a warrant of search and seizure in terms of section 9B A RW 51 Procedure Act Chapter 907, ZAC then confiscated some of Wadyajena's property, which included the trucks, the Lamborghinis, the SUVs, and BMW S6 vehicle. And then Wadyajena then approached the court through his lawyer, Oliver Marwe, and they told the court that his client or business being inconvenienced by consistently coming to court when there is no progress in investigations into the case. And Magistrate Oraiman Were removed them from remand, saying the state will proceed by way of summons. So this is where the case is at this moment in time, and Justice Chitapi then ordered the release of this Mayor Wadyajena's property. These are the part of some cars which were confiscated around in 2022. We talked much about this story, and since then, this property was confiscated. But taking a look onto another angle, the justice system in Zimbabwe is so slow that you end up inconveniencing somebody. That somebody is deemed innocent until proven guilty by a competent court of law. Which means by the continuous confiscation of property of Mr. Mayor Wadyajena, they were actually inconveniencing him and other third parties who were the beneficiaries of his services. For example, the trucks, these were in business. There are people who might have been paid some money to have their things delivered, and when these trucks were parked, what it is was no business. Also, the issue of employment, their drivers were employed there, and they ended up losing their employment or their jobs. And there are other people from the other third parties involved who were benefiting from through uh, this business who might have been affected. Which means take a look on another level. The courts were so wrong to take it much longer without dealing with this matter. These are the issues which are supposed to be dealt with very, very, very quickly. And make sure that with the available evidence, manipulated, they would have dealt with this, brought it to finality, but they failed to actually do so. And at the end of the day, is Wadyajena who has won this issue. We'll see if the state is going to proceed by the way of summons. But something very important. There are divisions within the PF. When we went to the elections in 2023 during the primaries, they didn't want to see Wadyajena to extend and right now, what is at stake is that there are people who are actually asking why he has been his property is just like that, and this has angered another faction within the ZANU PF structures and cycles because people are not actually happy. Justice here, but at the end of the day, we need to actually work with what is on the table, work with what is at hand. That is, these facts have been released. We cannot give Wadyajena a fault regarding this whole issue. It's not his duty to investigate and to provide evidence. It was the which failed to provide enough evidence to make sure that they deal with this issue. That is the problem which we have. They will tell you, Kaninyaya, they will arrest you, and they will you released by the court saying there is no evidence. We do not know why people are being arrested without evidence. This is the reason why we always catch and release. Manje, you will be told partial evidence, and it's a moment of madness. It's very interesting. It becomes a problem when people are being arrested, people are being pursued on political grounds. That's the problem which we have in ZANU. As long as you are in agreement with the leadership in question, you will not test the cells. But once you part ways with this leadership, once you start to disagree on certain things, then problem or trouble starts. So this is what is happening, and the update right here on African Television Network. If you are new to this channel or to this platform, please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget also to turn the notification so that whenever we go live, you will not miss any of our updates. So this is it. I don't want to take much of your time. Let us end the program right here. To meet again in another episode. Much love.